Welcome to Not So Random Ass Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Vampiro Hardcastle. This is my co-host,
Steelman Christopher Steele.
Alright,
Tonight is...
Great Balls of Fire.
No, not really that interesting. Raw's pay-per-views actually suck. SmackDown's are hit and miss.
The ones I'm really...
The last one was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, the last one was really quite good.
Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Corbin did his thing, did it well.
The whole James Ellsworth getting the contract.
She should have cashed it in on the house show on Monday. It would have been the smartest move.
Like I said, what would have been great though is if that would have been opening match again.
And frickin' Ellsworth steals it, goes for it, pulls it all again.
He's suspended now.
Yeah, he's on my Facebook. He's like, I need money for that $10,000 to it. I'm like, dude, you're a WWE superstar. Don't tell me you don't got that shit covered.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he doesn't, I don't care. It's James Ellsworth. Stay suspended. I don't give a fuck.
Right. Well, really, you know what?
Stay suspended.
It wouldn't even matter because Carmella would have the money and she'd have to front it for him.
Of course, because that's her dude, but not her dude. Like the cast is her dude.
It's her dude in the fact that it is her insurance policy.
Right. That's her best girlfriend.
Right. So, again, we're just saying the only thing I wanted to mention what really was the rap battle. I actually watched the whole thing. New Day had won it hands down, in my opinion.
Up until that line. And they still won it.
Yeah, they still won.
Because they got friggin' mad bars, dude.
But, that whole line is, really...
For those of you that don't know what that line is, it was, Yo BG, let's keep it Yo Big E, let's keep it PG. That's all good. Let's not go rated R like Xavier Woods. Which is pretty good.
Really?
Low shot.
You're gonna make sure Paige doesn't come back.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what they just ensured. Well, Alberto Del Rio did that at Slammiversary too. He took a couple of shots at WWE. She was sitting front row in a lucha mask. Like, that's gonna help. She's freaking pale ass white. Who's the pale ass white girl? In a lucha mask. That couldn't possibly be Paige. Let's hear her talk. Oh, hey. That's a
maybe in a couple years when they break up.
Right.
I don't see them lasting.
No.
Most wrestling relationships don't last.
Most of them don't. All of them don't. I don't think. The only one that lasts is going to last forever because they're all dead.
Right. I can't think of any that's really it.
At this point, probably the longest lasting would be like Natty and Tyson Kidd. Or Triple H and Stephanie.
Triple H and Stephanie, probably.
Yeah.
And that one I could actually see lasting
quite a while because she clearly wears the pants in the family and he knows what's good for him.
He knows his place.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, making new superstars and just holding on until Vince kicks the fucking bucket and he can steal his fucking company right out from underneath that bitch. Because that's what needs to happen.
Really, what way it might end up going is he'll make NXT big and get it if they get a divorce.
That would be amazing.
And NXT will separate
from developmental into its own
worldwide,
world-renowned, star-making brand.
Right, which would be great.
Oh, dude, that would work in storyline. It just as a storyline. If people actually bought into that, dude, that would be amazing. You have no idea how much now I'm just gonna like go home and write this fucker out and just wish it into fucking existence.
Again, all right. So, mention a little bit of wrestling. What's going on?
The E.
Yeah, the E. I told you earlier today, since you pay more attention to indies, you need to speak up more.
Right, and now's a great time to do it because there's some major changes have gone down in the international scene. There's a new championship in New Japan Pro Wrestling because they're deciding to come stateside.
Yeah,
they now have a United States champion, and it is fucking Kenny Omega. And if anybody's gonna bring New Japan to America, it's gonna be Kenny Omega. The guy has got fucking the skills to pay the bills, and so
I've actually
you know what I'm talking about.
Actually heard about that.
Side note: Happy birthday, Kevin Nash! It is his 58th. Don't tear a quad hearing this, and don't tear a quad running over here to beat my ass either.
And if you do, let's at least interview before you beat him up.
No, beat me up first, and then we can do the interview with me with a black eye, and you all fucking laughing your ass off because you got to beat the shit out of the little guy.
And while you're at it, you can get your buddy Paul to come over, and I will do the interview myself. Because that'll be like 4 fucking hours long.
Right.
that was in my daydream. I call him Paul by his name, Paul Levesque, and then say Triple H. But the Paul Levesque part will get edited from the network.
Right.
Did you find it? The Facebook, Paul Levesque Facebook.
No, I
that
did
we
not.
talked about. Because I know that he has one. He did a live.
It's a live stream from
live
it.
stream from. What's WrestleMania weekend? The NXT show, WrestleMania, I think, Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Right after NXT Orlando, if I'm not mistaken. The reason I wanted to talk more a little bit more on indies is because we want to try to get some indie guys.
Some indie blood in the interview seat.
It's not just the indies. I feel an indie wrestler will know other indies.
Right.
Will know somebody down the line.
Right.
A couple down the line.
Any exposure for us is a good thing. I could care less,
Right.
I don't even need to see a sizzle reel. If you say you're a fucking wrestler, give me one match. Just give me one match to watch. If you're worth a fucking shit, and I'm a tough judge. I really am a bitch of a fucking judge. I don't just go, yeah, everybody's a great wrestler because they got in and trained.
Right.
No, yeah, you got to be a fucking wrestler if I'm going to take you seriously. And even if you're in the business, I might not take you seriously. Like Brock Lesnar, I don't take him seriously. He's a fucking joke.
Right. But anyways, I figure somewhere down the line, let's say I know this guy that'll come in here, and this guy will. I wrestle against Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is indie now,
right?
And he might come in. Cody Rhodes, his brother is in the E.
Right. Yeah, I would love to get Goldust in here. He's one of my favorites.
Right. I'm just saying, somewhere down the line, it'll get us to bigger and better.
Right.
That's
and in the same regard, because the more momentum we get with the podcast, and the further down the line we get, the lower names people that we don't see every day on fucking TV or on the E, they would get exposure from the later interviews because people would be like, "Hey, who is that first person that they interviewed?"
Right,
and
if you're like one of our first ones, you'd be one of the show's friends.
Right.
Friend
of the show.
Our friend of the show. If you guys have listened to like Bob and Tom, they have people that are regular comedians, big names. Rodney Carrington.
Yeah, friends of the show. They call in if they got something up. If you're
Tim Allen.
Right.
Richard, what's his name? Played Al.
Oh, Richard Karn.
He's a friend of
the
Bob and Tom show. It's just that people know each other. Hey, guess what? You're a friend of the show.
Right. Exactly. You can always feel free to...
And if you're a friend of the show and we do something, You're a friend of the show.
You
We will mention you again.
Right, exactly.
Thanks to this person, we got this person.
Right. Have you seen the latest match from him and Matt?
Right.
It also gives me, in particular, more names to watch. Because I love watching wrestling, and I'm not a, ooh, he's a bad guy, boo. I'm a, hey,
No.
I remember that guy from this, and that was really awesome. I'm going to follow that.
That's another thing I want. You said, what's his name?
Which one?
Maria's hut.
Oh, Mike Canales.
Bennett.
Yeah, I know. I'm staying
Yeah.
right. Mike Bennett.
They even talked about that on SmackDown. I seen you were going by Mike Bennett. You took her. They were talking smack. Or smack talk or whatever.
Yeah, talking smack.
Daniel Bryan said something. I seen you and you're.
You were going as Mike Bennett.
Mike Bennett. You decided to take her name? Yeah, she's got a powerful name.
It makes sense. In the WWE, she does. Maria Canales is a fucking name people remember. She was one of the very first successful Diva Search winners. Might not have been as a wrestler, but she still carries a lot of stroke in the business.
She had a lot of good interviews.
Oh yeah, she's a great interviewer.
And she was like John Cena's interviewer for the longest time.
Yeah, yep.
And she also was one of the people that helped get Bischoff fired.
Right. Jericho did her and Jericho had some great interviews as well. Jericho can make anybody's interviewing.
Yeah, but she when she did she always played that ditzy
right
character, and then she comes out really intelligent for the trial and Bischoff.
That was classic, and a great turn too. Like, because now we can take her as an intelligent
right
being on the show.
But Mike Bennett,
right?
When watching, I'm like, I know I have seen him.
Yeah. We the few times that I watched Ring of Honor here that you were awake for, I know he was on those episodes because he was a part of he was the Kingdom. Him and Adam Cole, Matt Hardy. See, and that's how long ago it was. Matt Hardy was still wrestling indies, so it was before he's even broken Matt.
Right, yeah, and see, and like I said, just down the line, it can help us get other interviews,
right,
as well as.
And I'm gonna pester the crap out of people on Twitter. I mean, isn't that how it's done? Like, if anybody has anybody that does podcasting that's had success with this shit, I would like to know how to do this. So yeah, I guess let's just keep asking. Mick Foley is one we should probably hunker towards asking because he seems like a relatively nice guy.
Right, I was thinking that, and I also should have said something on Random Ass, because I don't just want wrestlers.
No, we want interviews from all
industries.
Yeah,
all entertainment industries.
We need to keep our eyes peeled for, like, just in the news, like, oh, this person's coming through the area. Well, really? Fucking, okay. Hit them on Twitter. Yo, we got a podcast. We really would like, as a guest.
I wouldn't, right now, where we're at, local musicians, if you got a new album out, feel free to ask to come on our show.
Right.
You can plug your album.
Yeah. Every little bit helps everybody,
Right.
We're not just we're not just aiming for fucking AAA stars here. We want fledgling.
I really don't. If you're not doing anything, if you're just a cover band, I might have you on, but you might not get much talk time.
You'll be a friend of the show because we'll be mocking you because I'm in a fucking cover band.
Right.
That's at least I'm working on the original shit at some point, And covers are there to warm up, and the originals are starting to come. So,
even my dudes from Basement Burial, they haven't done. The ones that haven't even done anything lately. Doesn't mean I don't want you to show up.
Right. Just throw.
We can talk about
whatever.
Let's say the guitar player, Basement Burial.
New projects. Whatever.
Your time in. Other band.
Right. Can do a little retrospective rundown. Bring some of your music. We'll play a little bit of it and be like, this is what mind frame were you in when you wrote this song.
What you're doing now.
Right.
If you're working on something, got a new project going, that's fine. Like I said, you might not have as much time as somebody that has a brand new album.
Right, brand new album will be like, let's go one song at a time and see if we can get all of this in.
Or but if you're a writer that's done anything,
right?
Even you're an actor that's
even if you haven't done anything like big, if you've been in like short films and shit, bring it on.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And we're here to help you.
And we're no different. Everybody's got to start.
You help us.
We'll help you.
You're helping us. We're helping you.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the best way to put it.
Let's be a community that works together.
Steele-Rhoads Productions just doesn't pertain to this stuff, If we'll be more than happy to throw our label on something if we can get behind it.
Right.
We can't really do anything other than give you, some moral support and a official little looking label that goes, hey, Productions? We didn't produce shit. Produce time.
We produce our own shows.
Right. At this point, that's what we do.
And I again, speaking out of
I'll probably be our first guest on the music end going, hey, I got a new album coming out soon.
Maybe not. Might get a hold of Murs.
Nice. Yeah, Murs. Yeah.
I think he's doing some band stuff.
Cool. Yeah.
I know Pick is doing a cover right now. Vassar hasn't really done anything for like a year.
They need to get off their duffs. Need to find a drummer.
Pick is drummer.
Well, there we go.
Well, he does. He was drummer on Basement Burial and Venomous Walrus.
Nice.
Again,
shout out.
I know we're not on a regular podcast for this, but it's just tell you.
It's not so random ass wrestling podcast, and whatever happens because that's the way we work. And this is all relative because if we can get interviews with anybody that gets anybody else's attention, maybe we play a snippet of a song that someone hears and goes, "Hey, I want that to be my intro."
Right. I had a couple of suggestions from Basement Burial for you at one point.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Basement Burial has good stuff for like good wrestling intro music.
And it's all legal to take.
All legal to take.
Because the copyright would be up.
True.
I think it was copyrighted in.
Which probably leaves it right in that open space for WWE to get their hands on, like they did with like Bray's theme and like a lot of those other themes that they've been using.
I think copyright's 7 years?
I think so.
So if it's not, I don't know, it'd be up anyways. Because it's 2010, I know that.
Right.
It was like, they broke up by this point in 2010.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, predicts on the show?
We can. We have a lot of different opinions.
Oh yeah, of course we do.
On this one.
That's the fun of the program. All right.
By the way, you did mention one person. You said he just got signed. Got
signed to a Japanese tour.
So he won't be on
anytime
soon.
But I'd love to have him on.
Unless he's coming through on his way home or something.
He's leaving from the West Coast, so I highly doubt that.
Right.
I don't know where. I think his home is Texas anyway, so.
Coming on vacation or something.
Right. Okay, so the pre-show matches, which probably already have gone down.
Right.
Neville versus Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight. Neville. Enzo versus Big Cass. I'm going to say Cass because it's Cass.
I'm gonna say, I want to say Enzo. Just pulled away from the Rockers in the barbershop.
Right.
But I have to go with Cass on that one. That one's probably going on right now.
Yeah. Alright, then flip this script, go the other way. Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardys in the 30-minute Iron Man match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship.
Draw.
Draw? Yeah. Thinking the same thing there. Miz versus Ambrose. He's apparently got all three people in his corner of Maurice, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel.
Ambrose wins.
I'm thinking so too, and I'm thinking Maurice is going to be the reason why. Rollins versus Wyatt. Logic dictates that Rollins is going to win. I got to be contradictory and just hope that Bray finally breaks the streak of being a loser.
Well, he's won matches.
Yeah, he just doesn't win wars.
Right. He hasn't won a war yet.
Nope. Bliss versus Banks.
I agreed with you, Banks, but I don't think the title's changing.
I think you're right. Reigns versus Strowman.
I had to say Reigns.
I'm going Strowman.
It seems more Strowman's alley, but I think Reigns is going to pull it off.
Probably just because Vince
McMahon
likes being sweaty man.
Well,
especially Samoans with the name Roman. And the championship match: Lesnar versus Samoa Joe.
This is one we disagreed on. I'm going to say Lesnar's keeping the title.
I'm saying Joe's going to get the title because he's more of a defender of said championship. I
get that. It's way it should be, but the plan is still for Lesnar to hold on to that title for quite a while.
I'm still thinking it's going to be a decent match because Joe doesn't fucking do shit matches. He refuses. Right. If Lesnar wasn't down to fucking go, he'd be like, fuck that. I'll just go in there and beat his ass then. Because in a straight up fight, I give it to Joe. Either way. If Lesnar was like, I'm going to play fucking big man and fucking try and strong arm him. Nope, no you're not. You're going to get fucking strong armed right into the fucking ground, buddy.
So, we'll wrap it up then?
Yeah, wrap it
again. Subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. Share with friends, share with your enemies, share with your
frenemies.
And
comments. Just let us know if you know anybody or if you want to be a guest.
Right.
On any of our shows.
Right. Hey, maybe have a little bit of guest booking you want to do, a little fantasy booking. Let us know.
Uncle Fred.
Right? Right?
Yeah, our keys can get out of the house.
Right. Might be able to write him an email, though.
But, definitely if Wrestle Nation, if you're watching when you're watching this.
Yes, shout out to the Wrestle Nation forums. Shout out to the Facebook groups.
If you guys know anybody indies that would want to come on our show,
that would be fucking awesome.
It'd be great.
We'll Skype, we'll do live.
Yeah,
we don't care.
We'll do Skype. Like I said, my one day goal is to get to interview Paul.
Right.
I don't care if it. And I don't care what time it is, unless it's work hours, which he's busy during.
He's always busy. He's busy. You damn sure bet he's busy right now.
But if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I would do it.
Right. And my overall goal is to get like Punk, or like some of the more controversial members of the Wrestling Society. Hogan.
I'll tell you one person I don't want: Ambrose.
No, I don't want to pry into his life. He doesn't seem like one that wants to be talked to outside of...
He doesn't want to break character at all.
I'll talk to him in character. I'll let him go for an hour in character. I will talk to Dean Ambrose, but, I'll talk to him about his years as Johnny Moxley, but I don't really want to dig into his personal life, because that tension that him and Austin had...
Right. That ruined the Austin podcast.
It really did. It was the last one, and that's why.
Right.
Dean was just like, no.
They haven't aired a Stone Cold podcast since Dean Ambrose.
That's a damn shame, too, because that was one of my favorite network exclusives. Well,
until next time,
forever and always,
ring the bell.
And
keep it not so random.
Keep it not so random.
Peace.
Peace.